And coming down the tunnel, an opportunity here at the home for the Atlanta Hawks. Looking sharp and focused for the task at hand. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. The Hawks are one of the most dangerous scoring teams in the league. Trae Young says, we have guys who can make shots and make threes and really get our offense going. We can put up points really quick. We always have a belief that we're in the game. Guys, back to you.
Well, with a guy like Trae Young, it all starts with him. David, thank you. And the Houston Rockets starting five. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. And it's Martin in at the three. And for Atlanta, Collins and Capella man the post positions. Murray is the shooting guard, Hunter the small forward. And it's Young in at the one. And opening day is here. So what are these players right now, Greg, feeling as they tip off this brand new season?
Mostly excitement. I mean, this is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
Şengün, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Murray, no good. Rockets on offense. Porter passes to Smith. They kick it out to Green. And the three off target. Collins with it. Now guarded by Porter. To the paint. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. For Houston, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. GA, the Houston Rockets, coming off back-to-back losing seasons. And that has been tough for that franchise and for the city.
And Kevin, no doubt it affects the team's morale. It's hard to find the positives and see the road ahead, but listen, you got to stay strong and focus on just getting better every day.
Young's shot is good.
Such a creative ball handler. Young has an ability to carve out room for himself with his dribble.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air. Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
And it's Capella missing. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Green. Atlanta with the rebound. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
A somewhat surprising split. One team made the playoffs and the other was lottery bound.
Here's Green after the basket by DeAndre Hunter. Martin wide open. He fires. Another miss by Houston. Porter against Collins. Over Porter. Misses off the right iron. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them.
A sometimes underrated playmaker, Green showing good patience and vision.
Hawks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And it's the Rockets on the break. Porter's running, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Only 71% from the line last season, and rest assured they're hoping to bring those numbers up this year.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Johnson comes in for Collins. Bays checked in for Hunter. And it's Bogdan Bogdanović in for DeJounte Murray. And both free throws good for Martin. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Young. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
And from this range, Young is automatic. Let him shoot, and he'll knock those down.
Pass to Christopher. Back to Green. Passes it to Christopher. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's Atlanta. They lead by 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
The Hawks leading. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got Jalen Green, and it's Tate in at the small forward position.
What a look. Young providing the dime.
On the night.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
And the way Trae Young, GA, is the focus of this offense. The numbers just pile up.
Yeah, I mean, they run so much through him. His usage rate is off the charts. Led the entire league in total points and total assists in 2022. And that hadn't been done in 49 years.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks. Now, Okongwu, after Jalen Green's three-pointer that didn't go.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now, here's Green. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta.
Let's give them a round of applause. Once again, your ATL dancers.
Here's Şengün. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Collins with some nice D. The Hawks leading by 9. Now Hunter. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Porter. Another miss by Houston.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now here's Porter. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Martin. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Count it. Murray's got the lead up to 13 now for Atlanta.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Şengün, no good. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Trey, you've made it look easy so far. How have you been able to pick them up?
I'm just taking what the defense is giving me. Open driving lanes. They're leaving some of our bigs open, pick and rolls, things like that. We just got to continue to do it and try to get this win.
Make them pick their poison, right? Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. First on the menu is looking at what games will be coming up here shortly. The Pelicans will face off against the Nets in Brooklyn. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time is the tip-off.
This is a game everyone had circled on their calendar, especially me, and it's finally happening.
I don't want to talk. Let's get going.
And now switching gears to our featured game, a phenomenal first half for the Atlanta Hawks.
Their efficiency on offense jumping off the charts in the first half. They've been focused on getting quality looks, and they're shooting a high percentage because of it.
No question they put themselves in a great position right now.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
The guard pair, the talented Young and Murray. Collins and Capella man the post positions. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now here's Green. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And a big trade this last summer was Murray coming to the Hawks. Paid a hefty price, but Atlanta feels he and Trae make a great backcourt pair. Hard to think of a more deadly backcourt in the East.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Well, thank you very much. The Rockets are in a full rebuild, and they have a young roster which is taking its lumps. But Coach Stephen Silas says, we very rarely give up. This team has a lot of fight, character, and grit, and we are learning. Kevin, it's a long process, but it's worth doing.
Yep, no shortcuts, David, but the journey is the reward. They're building from the ground up. It's fun to watch, and we thank you for that story. Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Bay comes in for DeAndre Hunter, and it's Bogdanovich in for Murray. And that one falls for Young. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Young's shot is good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The drive by Green. Pass to Smith for 3. The shot comes out, so the Hawks will take it the other way. Here's Okongwu. It's good. Okongwu's now got 7 points in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Green taking his time here. Smith outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Young's shot is good.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Offline with his 3.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Smith missing.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Bay gets the bucket.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Hawks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. 4th quarter on the court for the Rockets. We've got Kaminsky, Jae'Sean Tate out there with Martin. Then it's Porter. And it's Christopher in the shooting guard position. And it's Capella missing. Rockets shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. That's good from Porter. On the assist by Martin.
A springy guard. Porter Jr. can rise up with the best of them.
Here's Murray. Count it.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Porter, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
Nice to see Porter Jr. get aggressive, not settle for a J, and take it into the defense.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Hawks. Free throw good, Porter. And with Kevin Porter Jr. and Michael Porter Jr. and Otto Porter Jr. Guys, I'm sensing a pattern here.
It can even get a little confusing at times, but no relation that I'm aware of. They're just Porters, Juniors, and quality NBA players.
The 11-footer, and that's good for 2. Young's got 11 points here in just the second half.
One of the most dangerous scorers in the game. Young's confidence serves as the catalyst for him taking over games.
Griffin with it. And it's Martin picking him up. Stolen by Martin. 1:36 left in the game. Porter passes to Christopher. A shot by Tate with no one around. Another miss by Houston. And so it's Capella with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Hawks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Trae Young.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Capella, it's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Kaminsky.
Substitution on the court.
Griffin kicks to Matthews. Back to Griffin. From the wing, And good that time.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
The pass to Christopher. Lets it go with the three. And the three ball is good. From downtown, drops it in. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Trey, you guys had a look in your eyes tonight, so how satisfying was this?
I mean, it feels great. It feels great getting a win. At the end of the day, I mean, I'm just here to help my team win, whoever we're playing against, and that's all I care about.
Well, you all certainly did what you had to get this win, man. Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching as New Balance presents our player of the game, Trae Young.